lessons. Welcome to Rocksmith. To make sure you get the... So, you're already pretty familiar with Rocksmith. Alright, do you plan on playing righty? Give this one a shot. Awesome. Let's move on. Before we dive into playing song... Now. Awesome. Now. Awesome. Let's move on. Before we dive into playing songs, let's check your levels and get you tuned up. We're gonna bring up a calibration meter here in a second. When you see it, play your strings hard and fast to make some noise. Do that until we tell you to stop, then cover the strings to mute them. Okay, here goes. Now, go ahead and tune. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try. Be sure not to hit the other... Alright, sounds great. Now, let's play each string one more time, just to double check that you're good to go. Alright, now you're ready to take on Rocksmith. Let's take a minute to get your strap attached and adjusted just right. Most basses have two metal buttons for connecting your strap. There's usually one at the bottom and one here at the opposite corner. Not all basses have the strap buttons in these exact locations, so you might have to adjust accordingly. Now, let's attach the strap to the bottom button. If your strap has this thing you slide to adjust the length, you might want to attach the end closest to that thing to the bottom so it doesn't dig into your shoulder. Then just attach the other end to the other button. Make sure the strap doesn't fold back over the button or get twisted up. You want the strap to lay flat. The slits in the strap might be a little tight, so it might be tough to squeeze the buttons through at first, especially if the strap's new. Now, just take a minute to adjust the strap to a comfortable length. Once it's in a good place, you're ready to rock. To play standing, you'll want a strap attached. The strap goes over your shoulder and around your back, and the bass just rests against your stomach. It might be tempting to try playing with your bass hanging extremely low or high, but that can get uncomfortable fast. You want the bass somewhere between chest and stomach level, with the neck tilted slightly upwards. You might need to adjust the strap to get a good angle. Let the strap do the work. You don't want to have to hold the bass up while you're trying to play. Now, let your forearm rest lightly against the edge of the body, and you're ready to play. Of course, everybody's different, so the exact position and angle of the neck will vary from person to person. If playing feels awkward or hurts, you might want to stop and adjust. There's a couple different ways to hold your bass while you're sitting down. We'll show you how it works for a right-handed player, so if you're playing lefty, you'll need to reverse it. Let the indent on the lower side of the bass rest on your right leg. It can lean back against your body. You want to balance the bass without having to support it with your arms, because they're going to be busy playing. Then you just let your forearm rest against the edge of the body. You can also try resting the indent over your left leg, with the back end of the bass resting against your right leg. You'll need to raise your left leg up with a big book or a small stool. The same principles apply here. Keep the instrument balanced so you don't have to muscle it around with your arms. And again, you just let your forearm rest against the edge of your bass, ready to play. You can play the bass with a pick or with your fingers. You get a pretty different sound based on which one you do. For now, let's look at playing with your fingers. It's helpful to start with your thumb resting on the pickup. Your finger can land on the next string over after you play the note. Try playing this note with your finger. Try it at your own pace. Nicely done. Let's try a bass line that hangs out on that string. Listen to this riff one more time before you play it. Okay, try playing it now. That was pretty sweet. You don't want your fingers too straight or curved, just slightly rounded, without too much tension. Eventually, we'll work up to using 2 fingers. For now, just use what's comfortable for you. You don't have to use a whole lot of your finger, just the tip. If you dig too much of your finger under there, it'll slow you down. Let's try playing the low E string, the thickest one. This time your finger can rest on your thumb after it plays. Try it now. Amazing. Now, let's try playing a few more notes. That was good. You got that one down. Nice one. Now let's try using those notes for a bass line. Here's the riff again. Listen to it, then play it. Now your turn. That was awesome. You're ready to apply this to a practice track now. Here goes. Great performance. You can play the bass with a pick or with your fingers. Okay, now let's put it all together in a song. Here goes. Perfect performance. Playing a good variety of song. Learn a song. You can sort